apply, how it apply, and for what reason. If you don't have some product in your country, never will have, and you're just going to be taxes for no reason, then it could be actually additional. But I think we should try to use it in a smart way and try to apply for industries and products where we can increase domestic production, where we can work with the other companies not sharing our goods, because we don't allow our export for our farmers. A lot of these countries are blocking out. So in a lot of ways, and plus make sure that our allies also not really have distortion in the economy. So it depends on this, but they try to use it for right now for a reason to do realignment to the economy, and not for a reason to actually to add cost, because they want to reduce costs. And we have a lot of foreign countries that control supply chain, and during COVID, they increased significantly prices with no reason, because they control 80 to 90% of supply chain, like China. And when they do that, they concept fleet. So when they do that, they add so much to the cost. People don't realize that a lot of them never put the prices down. So actually, that is the larger taxes. The supply chain, this is a true tax, when they're able to jack up the prices with no justification and control the markets. Because we don't have diversification, so we need to diversify this dependency. As a CPA and an economist, I have several degrees in economy, I'll tell you. As a CPA and economist, it depends what is applied and for which reason. And what is the end result you're trying to achieve? Every policy, it depends what the end result you're trying to achieve. And I think at the long term, across the board, it brings negative things. But in the short-term solution to realign the economy, it can actually bring very positive effects and also help with the price. But I can't, we need to move on that. I reform it again. The ed as a CPA and economist with MPA and MPA and bachelor's in international economics, I say it depends. It depends. Listen, I understand. As a long-term solution, it is not a sustainable solution, and no one is planning to do it. It is not going to be happening, but as a short-term mechanism to realign, it will be done.
Our next question is from Ann from Carmel, number 412. They're in here. Is there an Ann from Carmel, 412? Okay, excellent. We'll get a microphone to you. Oh, there's one. Perfect.
Hi. Thank you for being here, Congresswoman. We really appreciate your time. I'm a family physician here locally, and I'm very concerned about the threatened cuts to the CDC. We've all just come through a very difficult pandemic that my colleagues and I have supported our community through. And I'm seeing cuts in vaccine programs that really frighten me, because we are continually seeing viruses mutate, and we need to be prepared. So I feel that this is very short-sighted, especially given the recent experience that we've all just had.
Well, I think there are two things. That we need, and I appreciate it's actually a very important job, and we need to make sure that we have more independent family physicians that have been acquired by hospitals that get highly subsidized more and more. We're talking about the cuts in the government employment. We have over 3 million employees, in the federal government. Actually, under President Clinton, I think he got almost 400,000 employees, and no one was screaming about that. But what we need, so we still don't have more than 3 million left. But they try to see how we make sure that we provide these services in a more effective way, And we make sure that people that work in these agencies actually do the work for the people. Because we're a bureaucracy where we try to do everything at the federal level and we're good at nothing. And you saw that no one was ready to that pandemic. No one was ready. And agencies, we had oversight hearings. Pandemic happened 4 years ago. They didn't change a bit. So something has to happen because things can happen and we need to be ready for next pandemic. But agencies have to become more accountable to the people. We need to do a better job with oversight of our budget, which is congressional fault. 85% of our money we never looked at. Congress haven't looked for decades. 85%. 85% of the money. Congress never looked. So we're not authorizing spending, we haven't been looking. I have actually put a working group together and put in pressure on my own party, try to do some reforms that we start doing a better job to see which programs are good, fund them better, which programs are bad. That's what we need to do. We need to make sure that we're looking at that and make sure that our branches are held accountable and we have best and brightest that want to come to work to federal government. And it is unfortunately not the case anymore. So I think if you're ever interested, you work in healthcare, I have advisory group I always need. I would appreciate your input because I'm personally involved in fixing a lot of distortion and problems in healthcare. And I hope we can have a bipartisan conversation on that. And if you need your information, interested to participate, I think if we have a smaller group, we can have more productive conversations on this issue. I'd be happy to hear you and then please send your information on that.
You support the cut.
Our next question is from Keith from Westfield, number 142. Keith from Westfield, number 142. Thank you.
Thank you. My question is actually related to all of the immigrants that are being rounded up and deported. Are they entitled to due process? Or are we... Or is an expectation that we're just supposed to take the word of the administration that these people need to be shipped out of the country without any opportunity to defend themselves?
So, listen, we're a country of immigrants. I came here as an immigrant. We still have my young accent. But we need to make sure that we have, we have legal processes and law and order. We cannot open the borders. We cannot create a system where coming here legally takes decades. That is impossible. But coming illegally, you can come here and get a lot of welfare benefits. So we have to make sure that we get the border under control. I've been at that border many times. It's insanity. So if you come here, so a lot of these people, what President Trump did it last time when he tried, if you seek asylum, wait in the other country, not getting here in the country. So there is no due process if you come here illegally because you violated the law. Period. You violated the law.
Okay. So my question is about the VA. My best friend, he served as a combat Marine over in Iraq, and he was there when they had the open burn pits, and he was supposed to have surgery on his sinuses, but that was canceled. He has PTSD. Those appointments were canceled. He's supposed to have appointments for his knee and back. Those appointments were canceled. When is he supposed to get the health care that he deserves for serving his country?
I completely agree with you. Everyone here who served the country is alive to get the best care when they're back home. So if you have a willful life with VA, I do not know circumstances what happened to your friend, but this is an issue we help. I personally get involved with something wrong, and I get on that. You know, I want to make sure it's happen. As related to healthcare services, we actually need probably offer more opportunities for veterans to get the best healthcare, not just only in VA. And that is a discussion we should have, because not everyone can the best services at the VA level, and we should have more flexibility. If VA cannot deliver some of the services, because some VAs are great, some are not the best. They have in some areas they don't have proper staff to provide quality care.
You voted no.
I want to make sure that you get, I think you get card from David, or you give us information, and we'll make sure that
You voted no on getting veterans health care. You voted no on the PACT Act in 2022. You voted against veterans getting health care.
332.
And the PACT Act.
I actually can sponsor the issue on the
PACT. 2022. No, you did.
Not that I newsletters, so you can keep in touch with them. What do we have next?
First, I would like to thank everybody who asked the questions before. Those were some really common sense questions, so thank you, everybody. And then, and thank you for coming, Representative Spartz.
Try to see where you are.
I'm right here. I'm short.
Okay, no.
Yeah. So, given current events, what are you doing to rein in the executive branch and support the judges and the judicial branch?
State Senate time that I actually willing to challenge even my own party when I on a lot of issues, and I work very extremely hard to make sure that our branch is doing its job, because the only way, and listen, I like what this president is doing, but I might not like what next president is doing. But the only way for the Congress to rein in the executive branch start overseeing the spending and passing laws. We pass no laws. Supreme Court told us we pass no laws. 85% will never look at that. So I am trying to work. I forced my party to do a working group to reform our budget act from 70s that is not working. We're not doing that. We have no people that can put spreadsheet together. That's the tough reality in Congress. So you want to make sure that your money is spent. So the only way to have oversight, regardless who's in charge. You know, I didn't like maybe what other previous president, I like this one, but I look at further. How can we make sure that Congress does its job? We the people who will have this. When we don't have voice and pass the law, when we do not look at where money going, that you are not represented. And it has been for decades. For quarter of a century, Congress doesn't look where the money are going. Quarter of a century. It wasn't created by these programs for previous. So I'm trying to change it. I got into big fight with my speaker. That's not easy to go challenge your own speaker, believe me. But I tried to force working group, and I'm asking some Democrats for change, maybe work with us. Behind the back, some of them do. I'll be honest with you, behind the back, we have some bipartisan issues of physical coalition. I do not know, and that is hard, like even today, that we can even help bipartisan. Unfortunately, either it's stress, either you guys listen to a lot of, from other side. I don't know, but people don't work to get together. It's very difficult.
Whose fault is that?
Bipartisan. This is the reality that's happening. And